Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening to us. Welcome back again to another live. As you guys know, we come on here just about 11 a.m. Eastern Time every morning. Just finished listening to the CNBC Investment Club. And if you're just joining me for the first time, let me say thank you for coming. And my show is all about recapping what Jim Cramer talks about in the CNBC Investing Club. And if you want more information, you could also join my Patreon. Anyway, not to stick too long, but Jim Cramer did talk about the downgrade of Meta platform, Facebook. So let me just pull up Facebook and let us have a conversation about Facebook, guys. As you can see, Facebook, which is Meta platforms, it's at 129. It has been down. It had a downgrade. And Jim was saying that you could buy that stock maybe around the 110. They will pull the trigger. That's the investment club and buy the stock again. Just to add, one of the things that he also said is that based on what's happening, we cannot look at the environment, but we got to look at individual stock and how individual stocks are performing. So, with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about another company that they think is going higher, and they think this company will do very, very well. And the company we're talking about is J&J, Johnson and Johnson. And I'm pulling up this company right now, guys. So Johnson and Johnson, let me just, as you can see, is at 171.39. And Jim Cramer think that Johnson and Johnson is on the verge to go higher. He think that this company will do very, very well. So to consider, guys, taking a look at it. I wouldn't say buy it now, but wait for a pullback if it happened, and you can get some J&J. He also touched on Eli Lilly, which he think is one of the greatest healthcare. So what Jim Cramer is saying that healthcare is leading the market. He says that you got to look at a lot of healthcare. But there's another stock that I want to share with you, and it's a stock that Jim Cramer think about. He says this is his favorite stock in the portfolio, and he see things going really, really well, and he see things going higher for that stock, and that is Constellation Brands, which does with Modella and a lot of the beer companies. So Jim Cramer think Constellation Brands is good. And Jim Cramer also talk about energy. So let me just go back to that. And energy, one of my favorite energy stock that I have. I have it in my portfolio. It's Pioneer Natural Resources. I say they gave one of the highest dividend is PXD. So guys, you guys could consider buying Pioneer Natural Resources. So guys, I just wanted to touch a little bit on that. And I want to mention a couple of stocks that was mentioned this morning. He did mention Estee Lauder, which I talked about a lot last week. He did mention Starbucks, where she talked about China and they employ a lot of people in China. So he says Starbucks is going to do very well. But guys, I wanted to share something with you, and I didn't get a chance to do it last week. So I just want to tell you what the moves that the investment club did last week. So last week, the investment club sold 280 shares. They sold of AMD, sorry. Yeah, they sold 280 shares of AMD, but they still own 470 shares. So I don't want you to think that it's the time to sell. They bought Danaher. They also bought 40 shares of Estee Lauder, and they sold 350 shares of Marvel. So, guys, just to give you a recap. So, guys, if you're watching this for the first time, consider subscribing. Consider joining me on Patreon, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. And remember, some of the stocks gonna report this week. So we have Halliburton is reporting on Tuesday, Microsoft is reporting on Tuesday, and Alphabet and Ford. These are the companies reporting on Tuesday. So look out for the reports on that. And guys, if you are in my Patreon, you will get all the reports when they report. Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow morning. And if there's any update, guys, on my Patreon, please check in to get your newsletter as to what the club is doing or what the club is buying. Anyway, guys, see you. Don't forget to